What if tomorrow they invented the perfect teleporter? You stepped into a capsule in Tokyo, and a moment later you're standing in Paris. But the one who came out is you? Or a copy that just thinks it's you? Let's talk about it. How does the teleporter work? The teleporter scans you and takes your body apart into atoms, transmits data through space, and recreates you from new particles. At the physics level, you're the same. What about the level of consciousness? Your original was erased and destroyed, but a new one has appeared, exactly the same. Is it you or your exact copy who, after your death, thinks that she has managed to teleport? This is called the personality paradox. What is consciousness, and can it be copied? Here's your brain. It's an organ, a clump of cells. We can touch it and study it. And here is your consciousness. You can't touch it. It's not a physical object. The brain creates consciousness, just as a speaker creates music. But the music is not the speaker itself. Your consciousness, your inner world, is a continuous flow. At the moment of destruction of the original, this stream is cut off. And at point B, a new stream of consciousness begins, which simply believes that it is you. For everyone else, you've teleported away. But for your old one, it is the end. Philosophers call this the problem of identity. But let's imagine that the teleporter has failed. Your data was read, but the original did not disappear. There are two of you now. Both are sure that you are real. You have the same memories, thoughts, and feelings. From that moment on, their lives diverge. A few days have passed. They started to differ. Their tastes began to differ. One became successful, and the other became poor. But what would have happened to the original if the second you hadn't appeared? Which of them is closer to the original now? When my brain loses its original structure, and when, hundreds of years later, an intelligent being is created in an amazing way from the same material, will I be able to consider it myself? Thomas Reid. Dennett considers the existence of the I to be one of the main philosophical myths rooted in philosophy since the time of Descartes. Accordingly, the question of whether the original and the duplicate have the same I simply does not make sense, since there is no I. But still, is there a way to make teleportation safe for yourself? And it seems there is such a way. We return to our teleporter and put our person there. We set the coordinates and send them, but instead of scanning and destroying the person, the teleporter splits him into atoms and sends them through the channel to the second teleporter. In the second teleport, a person is assembled from the same atoms from which he was disassembled. It turns out that this is the same person who entered the first booth because the atoms are the same, but there are two nuances. First of all, can this even be called teleportation? Rather, it is a super high-speed transfer. And secondly, will it still be you? After all, during the transfer, your body is completely disassembled and your consciousness, most likely too. And even though you are assembled from the same old atoms, are you yourself? Here we come across another paradox called Theseus' ship. The ancient Greeks wondered if the planks in Theseus' ship were replaced with new ones one at a time, and if after all the planks on the ship were replaced, would it remain the same ship? And if you assemble the same ship from old planks, will it be considered new, or will it be Theseus' ship? We have a similar situation. If we take a person apart into atoms, and then reassemble him from them, will he be the same person? It's a very difficult question. On the other hand, a person renews 98% of his body's atoms in a year. And what should we do about it? After all, we remain ourselves. So what's the answer? Would you go into a teleporter? Or would you refuse such an offer? Tell me what you think about it. And it's a good thing that we don't have to choose now. But what if?